when you were really young, you probably didn't swim in the deep end of the pool by yourself, right? Your parents probably weren't inside and you get to swim because most likely you probably couldn't swim very good, right? You couldn't touch the bottom, and if you didn't know how to swim well enough to stay afloat on your own, that made the deep end terrifying. And the crazy thing is love can be like that, can't it? The Apostle Peter, the guy who walked with Jesus, who lived with Jesus, who became a leader of the church in the first century, tells us this in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22 says this, "Now that you have purified yourself by obeying the truth, so that you have sincere love for each other, love one another deeply from the heart." As one of Jesus' followers, Peter says this to the church in the first century, and he states, in other words, that your love needs to be sincere, it needs to be deep, it needs to be from the heart, which is exactly what God's love is like, right? But trusting it can be kind of like jumping into the deep end of a pool, right? You can't touch the bottom of it. You might even be scared to fully jump into it, but when we do, when we jump in with all of ourselves, we'll find what we need to stay afloat. So this week, maybe that's you. Maybe you need to jump in a little more quickly. Maybe you need to jump into the deep end. So for you, would you pray and ask God to help you see the places where trusting in His love is hard to do? And ask Him to show you where He wants you to lean in deeper into His love. And pray that He would help you trust Him to jump in fully with Him. Because we are called to love the way that Jesus loved us.